Hey there, you just heard the DSL40C, an all-valve 40-watt 1x12 combo. This combo actually is the best-selling all-tube Marshall combo ever made. Let's quickly run through the features, shall we? It has two foot-switchable channels, classic gain and ultra gain. Each of those two channels has a volume control and a gain control. Here's my classic gain, gain and volume. Here's my ultra gain, gain and volume. Now you'll see a button between both of these. These are modes which I can switch via the front panel. On classic gain I can go from clean to crunch, and on ultra gain I can go from lead 1 to lead 2. And when I foot switch, either via the supplied two-way foot switch or via the front panel, you'll see the light change. Green is clean, red is ultra. Then they share the same EQ network, bass, middle and treble, which do exactly what you'd expect. But there's a really cool feature here called tone shift. What that does is when it's engaged, it takes the mids lower than usual from Marshall for a modern aggressive sound, which also works very well with clean sounds. Then we go on to two power stage tone controls, presence and resonance. They deal with high end and low end respectively, and they're different to these. Then we've got a digital studio quality reverb with a level control for both channels, classic and ultra, and that's also foot switchable. Let's hear both channels in both modes. We'll start with the classic gain on the clean mode. A nice clean. Now let's go into crunch mode and crank the gain a little bit more. Now let's check out the ultra gain channel on mode lead 1. Now let's check out this tone shift I told you about. Here it is with the tone shift button out. Engaged. As you can hear, much more aggressive for that certain type of metal music, and like I said, also good on certain cleans. Now let's go to lead 2 and see how much more gain we get. And on the rear panel, we have an effects loop send and return for the series effects loop. We also have a low power, high power switch, which takes it from 40 watts down to 20 watts, making it even more user friendly in those certain situations where 40 watts is just too loud. So, check it out. The DSL40, the best selling all tube combo made by Marshall of all time in our 53 years. 40 watts, all valve, 1x12. Looks great, sounds great, very flexible but easy to use. And most importantly of all, it says this: Marshall.